Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about my predictions for who will be nominated, what movies will be nominated, and what movie will win Best Picture at the Oscars 2020. Now, before we get into this video, I have not seen two of the movies on the list, and we're going to get into some honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is Ford v Ferrari. I thought it was a very good film. Christian Bale, of course, Matt Damon. I think it had a fair shot if some of the other Netflix films like The Irishman and Marriage Story weren't entered into this year, but I mean, it could be. It's just an honorable mention. Another one is The Lighthouse from A24. I enjoyed this film heavily with Willem Dafoe, Robert Pattinson. I feel like this one had a decent shot. I feel like what might be holding it back is Parasite, because that's the only other horror movie really on the list. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, I feel like it will get snubbed. I hope Tom Hanks gets recognition or nomination for something with this film, because it is a good movie, and you guys can see where it landed on my 100 movies ranked, but it was good. The Uncut Gems, sadly, I feel like will be snubbed. I really hope I'm wrong. I'm really hoping I'm wrong on this, because as you see from my 100 movies ranked video, I really enjoyed Uncut Gems, but those are just some honorable mentions that I feel like could possibly enter their way into it. The first nominee that I predict is Knives Out, the murder mystery. And you know, it's a really fun film. I feel like this has one of the best casts out of the 2019 film demographic, or just overall. It has one of the best casts. Really good cinematography, a great story, a really fun idea, and they take the murder mystery aspect of it, they flip it on its head, and they've done something that we have not seen before yet with other murder mysteries. And you know, there's a lot of talk about it going around. You know, the Academy tends to go for those films that are getting lots of talk about, so, you know, Knives Out. Another one is Parasite. I have not seen Parasite, but just from all of the talk about it, it won Best Foreign Film at the Golden Globes. I think it also won Best Foreign Film Director or whatever, or it won another award, and the director came up there, and he seemed like a good guy, like a decent guy. He knows what he's doing. So I will watch Parasite, but just from all the publicity and the talk it's getting, I figured I would put it on the list, because it's going to be inevitable that this will be included into the awards season, because the way people are talking about this film, there's no way it's not going to be mentioned somewhere inside of the awards season. It looks like a decent flick. I will certainly check it out. Then another nominee is Joker. Now, with Joker, it is a basic film. It's not some huge grand thing. It was made into a huge grand thing by others, but honestly, outside of that, Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix, they honestly weren't even planning on getting all these awards. Let's face it, guys. Joker is a movie on its own. It's just fine. It doesn't need awards. It doesn't need any of that to prove how good it is. It is just good. And that's why Joker is is my favorite movie of 2019, because it is genuine. It is not trying to make some huge giant leap into the cinematic Hall of Fame. It's just a really good film overall, and not that all these aren't good films. This is a good film. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is another nominee. I would be so happy if this did win. But yeah, man, you got Brad Pitt, you got Leonardo DiCaprio. This did win for Best Musical and Comedy, so that just increases the chance of it being put into the Best Picture category. And also it's Tarantino. Tarantino is known to always at least showcase something at the Oscars. So I feel like it has a strong shot, man. It is a very popular film. I enjoy it. I just did rewatch it the other night on Blu-ray. So it has a fair shot. I can't wait to see how it fares. Another nominee is JoJo Rabbit. This is the World War II sort of coming of age story of JoJo, this young boy that, wants to be a Nazi, and he's learning all these different things about Jews and how they are equal people. It's just a very fun film by Taika Waititi. It's a fun film, but also has those emotional beats in there that get at you at times, especially when it comes to certain deaths within the film. But Taika did a fantastic job directing this film. I really hope he does get a nomination for Best Director, but we're going to do a separate video on that. Jojo Rabbit has a very strong chance just because of the source material and the demographic that we're in right now. A nominee. Next nominee is 1917. I just got around to seeing 1917 the other night. The review is coming on Sunday. It is a really good film. It's very immersive. It's sort of like Dunkirk, and like Hacksaw Ridge, sort of. Saving Private Ryan elements in there. It's all those films sort of mixed up into this one big, huge thing. It's shot all one frame. There is no changing of camera. It's all shot in one thing. It's one shot, and that's just amazing. If this does not win Best Picture, I hope it wins Best Cinematography. But with Sam Mendes winning Best Director, man, it's gonna be good. Another Best Picture nominee is Marriage Story. I just recently reviewed this on the channel. I really enjoyed Marriage Story. Adam Driver, Scarlett Johansson were fantastic in the roles. The kid was charming. Laura Dern was good as well, as the sort of lawyer for Scarlett Johansson. And she actually won Best Supporting Actress, which was good because I wanted her to win that. Adam Driver might have a shot at winning Best Actor, but honestly, it's either going to go to Joaquin Phoenix or DiCaprio. But Adam Driver still has a strong chance. But Marriage Story, it being a Netflix film, it's getting out there into the Oscar season, but hopefully it doesn't take everything. Another Netflix film here is the final nominee, and then we're gonna reveal who I think will win out of these picks. The Irishman. I haven't seen The Irishman yet, but I've seen a lot of different parts of it, and I've watched the trailers a lot. And it honestly really does look like a decent flick that will end up in the Oscars. I mean, it's inevitable that this will end up in the Oscars. Just a really awesome storytelling, it seems, with the story of Jimmy Hoffa. A fantastic cast as well. Joe Pesci, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. That's amazing. That's an all-star cast right there, and that's only 3 guys. But I can't wait to watch it, and I'll probably review it, guys. Yeah. Best Picture winner, I predict will be 1917. I wanted it to be Joker. Here's the thing. I want it to be Joker just a little bit more than 1917, but I'm gonna go with my gut on this one. I feel like 1917, with the filmmaking, with the cinematography, with the camera movement, and the visuals and everything, I feel like this will get Best Picture at the Oscars because it is very immersive. It's a quiet film at times, and then it'll go loud, and there's explosions, and just the different camera angles that they use to film this. You will wonder, how did they film this? That kind of cinematic magic is what lures the Academy into, puts these films in the Academy's sights, and hopefully 1917 pulls off the win. If not, we still have a lot of great contenders in there. But that was my predictions for the nominations and winners of the Oscar 2020 Best Picture category. I'll be back sometime later with a different category. Let me know what your thoughts are. And just remember, guys, these nominations are not my personal nominations. I could be completely wrong about the winners and the nominations, but it's my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.